Hello, my name is Jim Roy. I'm a huge Beatles and Elvis Presley fan and basically classic rock in general. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. If you could do a thumbs up, that's always most appreciated. Feel free to leave comments. I always enjoy reading them and I do my best to respond in a timely manner. Go ahead and subscribe and smash that bell. And thank you for watching my video. Today what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk about Anthology. I know a lot of people are. I wanted to give you my take, how I feel about it. Okay, first of all, this is the 30th anniversary of when the Anthology first came out. During Thanksgiving week, I think it was on ABC. Here in the United States, over 3 nights, we watched a Beatles documentary that was conceived by the Beatles. It was originally called The Long and Winding Road. That was vetoed by George later because he said that's a Paul McCartney song. Either way, this is the Beatles giving, their own interviews to it, exclusive. They were behind the project. Their company Apple was behind it too. So it was all Beatles. All right, and then they showed old footage and sound recordings of John Lennon. Make sure that he was a part of it too, and it was very exciting. Okay, what it did, that documentary and the music that followed, was it introduced the Beatles to a new and younger generation, which was really exciting. They're going to be showing that again, this documentary, on Disney Plus, and it's going to be over Thanksgiving. Again, 30 years later on Disney Plus. So if you have that streaming service, you can watch it. That is going to be fun because there's a lot of new people that are going to be introduced to the Beatles once again. Well, at that time, there was also new music that came out, and this was revolutionary back in '95. What happened was the 3 remaining Beatles, with demos that Yoko Ono gave to Paul McCartney of John Lennon. These were demos from John that he recorded in his apartment building, the Dakota, in the late '70s. Free as a Bird, Real Love, and Now and Then. So the idea was there were going to be 3 different anthologies, number 1, number 2, and number 3. And they're right here. And number 1 was going to be released, which it was, I think it was Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving in '95. It contained the new Beatles song, Free as a Bird. Okay, Jeff Lynne helped co-produce it. It was exciting because they blended the 3 remaining Beatles with this old demo of John Lennon's. They cleaned it up the best they could in the 90s with the 90s technology. 6 months later, they had Anthology 2 come out. Anthology 2 included the new Real Love, another one of those demos of John, which was exciting with the 3 remaining Beatles. They also started recording another one called Now and Then. For some reason, they didn't continue. I had heard, what I read was George wasn't really satisfied with either the song or the recording, and also, the sound quality, because it was old, inferior equipment, and it was really hard to clean up. Now let's fast forward here to 2022, 2023. 2023, the remaining 2 Beatles, Paul and Ringo, worked on finishing the song. George, I believe, had an acoustic guitar track on there, and of course you have John's voice and I think piano. What happened was we have newer technology now, something called MEL, M-A-L, and it basically is a software program that Peter Jackson is using to clean up and separate tracks. So in this case, like he did with the Get Back documentary, what he did that with Now and Then. The idea of separating John and raising him in the mix so he's not in the background or his voice is muffled like it would be. Now, they also this year, which was exciting, is they remixed Free as a Bird, and they did Real Love, and they've got John's voice separated. Now, I heard Free as a Bird on Sirius XM, the Beatles station, and I think it's amazing. I heard the new mix, and I like it. It's pretty faithful and true to the old one, but you get to hear John's voice the way that I think it was meant to be, and technology was able to clean it up. And I really am excited by that. So, what we're doing now is we're releasing a number Anthology 4. Okay, and this is exciting. What they're going to do, though, is they're going to re-release Anthology 1, 2, and 3. They're going to put it in a box set with Anthology 4. So the only way you can get Anthology 4 at this time is if you buy this box set. My understanding in US dollars, if you buy the CDs, they're double albums, each volume, so there's 4 of them. Anthology 4 is also double. You're going to get 8 CDs. And I think it's 110, 120, let's just say it's 130, okay, just for the sake of it. I don't know, that's not so bad. The vinyl, though, on the other hand, that's going to be really pricey. That's going to be like $330. I'm not sure if I'm going to buy that. We'll have to see. But anyway, that'll be available in both formats, and of course, you can do the streaming too. I'm really excited by it. Anthology 1, 2, and 3. They're not going to do any remixing. They're just remastering it, and that's fine. I don't want them to touch George Martin's mixes, okay? And then on Volume 4, what they're going to do is they're going to throw the remix of Free as a Bird, and they're going to throw Real Love on there, and they're going to put Now and Then, the mix from 2022, 2023. I'm excited by that, all right? Now, I know people are complaining about this. They're thinking it's a cash grab, the idea that, hey, I already have these. Why do I have to buy them again, Anthology 1, 2, and 3, in order to get number 4? Well, one thing, the vinyl is still out there for 1, 2, and 3, but it's very limited. Vinyl was not as popular by the time that it came out, but you could still get it. So now you have the ability to get all of it on vinyl. Okay, so that's a plus for vinyl people. I'm just excited by it because it is an anniversary. Okay, it's the 30th anniversary. I know everybody wants Rubber Soul. Okay, I know that it's the 60th anniversary for that. But how I look at it is they've already confirmed that Rubber Soul is done as far as what they need to do with the music. They've got that together. It'll come out soon. Okay, in the meantime, we're going to hopefully introduce Anthology and the Beatles to a whole new generation of fans, which is something that I'm really excited about that we do. All right, the other gripe that people are saying is they're concerned about what's actually on this anthology. All right, so I believe, from what I understand, I'm looking here, I think there's like 13 new, like harder to find things that are introduced to this the first time, and I think there's about 17 previously hard to find items that have been on other box sets and things that are on here now. And that is what people are concerned about. So let me tell you what's on here. You start out with I Saw Her Standing There, Take 2. Okay, that is technically from the Beatles bootleg recordings 1963. That came out in 2013. I think it was like a download thing temporarily, and then they put it out there for copyright reasons and they took it off. Well, now it has a proper place, so I'm fine with that. Money, That's What I Want. RM7 undubbed. This is another one from the Beatles bootleg recordings 63. All right, good. So that I think is rare. The next one is This Boy, takes 12 and 13. Now, if you had the Free as a Bird single back in '95, you had this on there as a bonus track. Most people didn't get the single, so I think it belongs on here. Now you get some rare unearthed things. Tell Me Why, takes 12 and 13, exclusive to this. If I Fell, take 11. Matchbox, take 1, the Carl Perkins song. That's exciting. Every Little Thing takes 6 and 7. So here we are, you know, in 64, some rare stuff that you haven't heard yet anywhere. And then you have I Need You, take 1, George Harrison. I think that's 65 off of Help. Then you have I've Just Seen a Face, take 3, another rare one. Look at this one, In My Life, take 1, off of Rubber Soul. I'm excited to hear that. We haven't heard that anywhere. Nowhere Man, first version, take 2, another exciting one, off of Rubber Soul. Got to Get You Into My Life, second version, unnumbered mono mix. Okay, this is off of the Revolver box set special edition from 2022. Love You Too, take 7, is also another one from the Revolver special edition. Strawberry Fields Forever, take 26. This was off of the 2017 50th anniversary Sgt. Pepper box set. All right. And then you have She's Leaving Home, take 1, instrumental, which was also on that same box set. Now, I know people are complaining about that because they're like, hey, You know, some of this stuff's already available on other box sets. I get it. I know what you're saying. But here's my argument on it. The casual fan did not buy those box sets. This is also for the casual fan. I have people that I know in my family that got into the Beatles more after watching the anthology, and they actually bought some of the anthology CDs. So that's why I think it's a nice little collection, a sampler of stuff. And if you want to buy the box sets to get more diehard stuff from like Sgt. Pepper, Revolver, from the White Album, from Abbey Road, Let It Be, you can do that. But this is kind of more for the casual fan also, this anthology. So that's why I don't have a problem with it being on there. All right, then you have Baby You're a Rich Man, which is cool, Magical Mystery Tour stuff. We haven't really got much of that yet, right? Takes 11 and Takes 12, that's cool. All You Need Is Love, this is the rehearsal for the BBC broadcast, which is exciting. I think I've heard this somewhere unofficial, but I'm looking forward to that. The Fool on the Hill, Take 5, instrumental, okay. I Am the Walrus, Take 19, string, bass, clarinet, overdub. So this is all Magical Mystery Tour stuff. Then you've got Hey Bulldog. Now we haven't heard this, right? Take 4, instrumental, all right. Good Night, Take 10 with a guitar part from Take 5. This is the Beatles' 50th anniversary, so that's the White Album. While My Guitar Gently Weeps, third version, Take 27, the Beatles' 50th anniversary White Album. Here you go. And then here's another one from that White Album deluxe set, You're So Square, Baby, I Don't Care. You know, the Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller song that Elvis, you know, covered. You have Helter Skelter, second version, Take 17. This is from the White Album deluxe. I Will, Take 29 from the Beatles' White Album, again, deluxe. And then here's another one from that same package, Can You Take Me Back, Take 1. Pretty exciting. And then you have Julia, 2 rehearsals from that same box set. Now you get into Get Back, Take 8. This is off of the Let It Be Special Edition box. Then you have Octopus's Garden Rehearsal. This is on Let It Be Special Edition. Then you have Don't Let Me Down, First Rooftop Performance from the Let It Be box. You Never Give Me Your Money, Take 36 from Abbey Road box set. And then you have Here Comes the Sun, Take 9, Abbey Road, the box set, again, the 50th anniversary. Then you have Something, and this is pretty cool, Take 39, instrumental, strings only, from the Abbey Road box. And then finally, you have the 3 newer Threedle songs, Free as a Bird, this is the 2025 mix. You have Real Love, the 2025 remix, or mix rather, so you have John's voice brought up better. And then you finally have Now and Then, which is the non-album single from 2023. And that is also from the Blue Album, Greatest Hits 67 to 70. All right, so they're not doing anything different from that. So that is what you're getting off of it. And I know people are, you know, they want just all of the stuff, all brand new stuff. But believe me, there's going to be more stuff coming out. There's going to be more things that we can look forward to. So what do you think about this? Are you excited about the anthology? Are you excited about Anthology 4? Are you planning to buy it? Are you planning to watch it on Disney Plus? Leave your comments, and thanks for watching my video. Take care. Bye.